Have you ever felt trapped by your past, thinking that who you are today is a direct result of things that happened years ago? Do you find yourself constantly seeking approval from others, worried about what they think of you? If so, you're not alone. But what if I told you there's a completely different way to look at life? A way to break free from the past and the expectations of others. We're diving into a game-changing book that's really shaken up modern psychology. The Courage to be Disliked by Ichiro Kishimi and Fumitake Koga. This isn't just a book, it's a conversation that can change your life. Based on the theories of Alfred Adler, one of the three giants of 19th century psychology alongside Freud and Jung. This book unfolds as a dialogue between a philosopher and a young man. The young man is skeptical, just like many of us might be, questioning every radical idea the philosopher presents. This format makes complex ideas incredibly accessible and relatable. The first major bombshell the book drops is the denial of trauma. Now, hold on. Before you click away, let me explain. Adlerian psychology doesn't say that past painful events don't happen. It says they don't determine your present. This is a huge shift from Freudian thought, which emphasizes that our current problems are rooted in past traumas. Adler calls this etiology, the study of cause and effect. Instead, Adler proposes teleology, the study of the purpose of a behavior. Let's break this down with an example from the book. Imagine someone who is a recluse, who never leaves their room because of social anxiety. The Freudian view might say they had a traumatic experience in their childhood, like being bullied, that caused this anxiety. Adlerian psychology flips this on its head. It suggests the person chooses not to go out for the purpose of avoiding potential social discomfort or failure. Their goal is to avoid getting hurt, and the anxiety is a feeling they create to achieve that goal. The past event isn't the cause. The present goal is. This is incredibly empowering because it means we are not prisoners of our past. We can choose new goals and, therefore, new behaviors and new feelings. We have the power to change right now, in this very moment. This leads us to the next mind-blowing concept. All problems are interpersonal relationship problems. Think about it. If you were the only person on the entire planet, would you feel lonely? Would you worry about your appearance, your wealth, or your status? No, because all these feelings of inferiority or superiority only exist in comparison to others. Our worries all stem from our interactions and comparisons with other people. The book explains that feelings of inferiority aren't necessarily bad. They can be a healthy springboard for growth and striving. The problem arises when this turns into an inferiority complex, where you use your perceived inferiority as an excuse to avoid life's challenges. You might say, "I'm not smart enough, so I won't even try." On the flip side is the superiority complex, which is just a different manifestation of intense feelings of inferiority. This is the person who boasts about their achievements or clings to the authority of their position to feel important. Both are unhealthy ways of dealing with our place among others. So, if all problems are about relationships, how do we solve them? This brings us to the core message and the title of the book. The Courage to be Disliked. The solution is what Adler calls the separation of tasks. This means learning to distinguish what is your task and what is someone else's task. Your task is to live your life authentically, to make your own choices based on your own principles. What other people think of your choices, whether they like you or dislike you, is their task, not yours. You have no control over it, and trying to control it is the source of so much unnecessary suffering. Let's say you want to pursue a career in art, but your parents want you to be a lawyer. Your task is to decide what you want to do with your life. Your parents' task is to decide how they feel about your decision. They might be disappointed or angry. That's their emotional reaction, their task. If you give up your dream to please them, you're not living your own life. You're living theirs. You are interfering with their task and allowing them to interfere with yours. Having the courage to be disliked doesn't mean you should actively try to be a jerk or ignore everyone's feelings. It means you shouldn't let the fear of disapproval stop you from living authentically. It's about freedom. The book says freedom is being disliked by other people. When you stop seeking recognition and approval, you're finally free to be yourself. This is a tough pill to swallow because we are wired to seek belonging. But true freedom comes from accepting that not everyone will like you, and that's okay. In fact, It's a sign that you are living according to your own principles. Now, if we separate tasks and stop worrying about others' approval, does that mean we become isolated and selfish? Not at all. This is where the final, beautiful concept of community feeling comes in. Adler believed that the ultimate goal of life is to contribute to a community. But community here is a very broad concept. It includes not just your family and friends, but all of humanity, past, present, and future, and even inanimate objects. When you practice the separation of tasks, you are able to build horizontal relationships instead of vertical ones. A vertical relationship is based on hierarchy, praise, and criticism. Think of a boss scolding an employee, or a parent praising a child for doing what they're told. A horizontal relationship, on the other hand, is one of equals. You see others not as competitors to be beaten or judges to be pleased, but as comrades. You offer encouragement, not praise. What's the difference? Praise implies you are in a superior position looking down. Encouragement, like saying thank you or you were a great help, recognizes their contribution as an equal. By seeing others as comrades and feeling that you have a place in the community, you develop a sense of I am of use to someone. This sense of contribution is the true path to happiness. You don't need recognition from others to feel valuable. Your value is inherent in your existence and your willingness to contribute. You can contribute just by being. Your presence itself can be a support to someone. So, let's tie it all together. First, we reject the idea that our past determines our present. We have the power to change right now by choosing new goals. Second, we recognize that all our problems are rooted in interpersonal relationships. Third, we solve these problems by practicing the separation of tasks, doing our part and letting others do theirs, which requires the courage to be disliked. Finally, by doing this, we can build horizontal relationships and achieve a community feeling, where we find happiness through a sense of contribution. The courage to be disliked isn't a quick fix. It's a philosophical framework that requires practice and, well, courage. It challenges you to take radical responsibility for your own life and happiness. It asks you to stop blaming your past or other people and to start living for yourself right now. The freedom it offers is immense, but it's not easy. It means letting go of the need for external validation that many of us have clung to our entire lives. The book ends by emphasizing that happiness is simple. It's the feeling of contribution. It's about living in the here and now, focusing on what you can do, and seeing others as your comrades on this journey of life. So the next time you find yourself worrying about what someone thinks, ask yourself, whose task is this? Is it mine or is it theirs? Having the courage to make that distinction might just be the most important step you ever take toward true freedom and happiness. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the courage to be disliked. If these ideas resonated with you, I highly recommend picking up the book. Let me know in the comments which concept challenged you the most. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe for more content that can help you live a more conscious and fulfilling life. Can't wait to catch you all in the next one. It's gonna be fun.